Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Go News JIGS TV. Let's talk about what happened this week in the Go world. So, on the international scene, there is the World Amateur Women Championship going on. You remember that in the previous episodes we were talking about the European preliminaries. At the same time, there were Asian preliminaries happening, North or maybe whole American and Oceanian, and now there is the final stage, 12 women from all over the world. The girls from Asia were seeded, so you can see, for example, on the top side there is Fujiwara Akiko from Japan. Then there is Kim Jisoo playing with Dina Burdakova from Japan. Kim Jisoo was at the last EGC, by the way, in Brussels. She is very strong, 7 dan. And then a Chinese girl and a Taiwanese girl in the lower brackets. And the Chinese girl, this is Yan Yuying, and I know her. I played with her many times when I stayed in the Go School in Beijing. She was similar to my level. Maybe now she's stronger. And from Europe, yeah, Dina Burdakova still in the game, and Mania Martz. They both beat their opponents. I think they both played Mania played American opponent, and Dina played an opponent from Oceania. And I hope Mania wins her next game and plays maybe with my Chinese friend. All right. And then news from Asia. So China. There is the Chinese League A happening. It had the first 8 rounds in the August and September, and now the last 7 or 6 rounds were played. 7 rounds, because how is it? It is a round robin, a league of 16 teams. Each team is connected with some city, and it has a sponsor. And then this was the main stage, and now there are 8 top teams qualified for a knockout stage, and 8 teams for the knockout stage for winning, and 8 lower teams for knockout stage for relegation to League B. And teams with better results are seeded. Top 2 teams who are the closest to winning the Chinese League A this year are Chengdu Yijing Holding, and the second one is Suboer Hangzhou. And interestingly, both of these teams hire the knights, the soldiers from Korea. So Chengdu has Park Jong-hwan in their team, and Hangzhou plays with Shin Jin-so. And by the way, in the last round there was an exciting match, Kedzie versus Shin Jin-so. So China number 1 versus Korea number 1, and Shin Jin-so won. So Shin Jin-so has his revenge for the Samsung Cup. As you remember, Kedzie beat Shin Jin-so in the final of the Samsung Cup this year. Like this, we can move smoothly to a news from Korea. Shin Jin-so is really doing very well this year. It is the year of Shin Jin-so. By now, he has more than 90% won games from his official games as a professional. In the past, Lee Chang-ho was closest to this record, but he never was above 90%. So let's look if Shin Jin-so can hold it until the end of the year. Still, he has, I think, 10 games to play. And this week, in the Korean Baduk League, he will clash with Park Jong-hwan. And I believe Park Jong-hwan wants really much to finally beat Shin Jin-so, because in their super match, Park Jong-hwan lost 0-7. By the way, 2 weeks ago, Shin Jin-so was on a popular TV show in Korea on 2nd of December, and he was asked if he was to choose a rival, who would it be? He wasn't really eager to choose a rival, but he said that if he was to mention someone, it would be Kedzie. This time he played Kedzie and managed to beat him, got his revenge for the Samsung Cup. They also talked about AI, how Shinjin So studies with AI, how he views the match Lee Sedol played with AlphaGo. Shinjin So said that this would be too big psychological burden for him. And by the way, he also said that he thinks the most difficult thing in Go for him is losing, because the bad feeling after losing an important match can last up to up to 6 months. He feels bad after losing, so he just doesn't lose. This year he lost, I think, 8 games, 8 official games. So he's trying to just not lose. Another news from Korea is the final of the Female Kisung. So you remember that in the semifinals there were two sisters, Kim Da-young and Kim Chae-young. Kim Chae-young got into the final, and now she is facing Choi Jeong, the strongest girl in the world according to the rating. And Kim Da-young was playing the 3rd place match with Choi Jeong, and Kim Da-young won. So already we know that 2 daughters of teacher Kim Sung-re will manage to have medals in this tournament. And what more? This game, Kim Chae-young versus Choi Jeong, the first game of best of 3 match. And wait, this should be the game. The second game they will play tomorrow, and if Kim Chae-young manages to win, then the 3rd game next Monday. This game started interestingly. I really like this high cup by Kim Chae-young, but Choi Jeong managed to settle her both groups on the left side, and then there was an interesting thing done by White. This move, I am not sure if I ever saw this answer to the pincer before, but it didn't really go so spectacular. Black just answered very peacefully, and after a few more moves were played, I think Black connected nicely, and later White didn't have enough points. So this was a success of Choi Jeong. And then another news from Korea is the National Baduk League. So this is how officially the amateur league is called. You can see on the photo how the leagues in Korea look like. The teams have their own emblems, and it is really like a sport event. And we talked about this National Baduk League before. We talked about the Daegu team, that this is a team of very strong amateur players who visited European Go Congresses 2 times. And in St. Petersburg and in Brussels. And they got their very good results, of course, competing with the professional players who also visit European Go Congresses. And now they are the winners. The final they played, it was best of 3, and in the second match, in one of the games, there was a very interesting situation which I would also like to talk about. Wait, I am sorry, not this, but this position. This position, you can see that Black has just played the monkey jump. And there are many ways to answer the monkey jump. And the amateur players here seem to be not that careful, because White could just answer with this jump and block. And it would be a normal game, and White was actually winning. White's winning percentage were pretty high at that point. But White answered with the bump, hoping that it will be just the same. If Black now goes here, it's the same, right? But then Black went for this counter attack, and look what happened. Suddenly the Agi was activated, and White lost this game. Luckily for the player playing with White stones, it was not the game which decided the match. Their team won the second match, but in the end, the third match was again won by Daegu team. So Daegu team are the champions. Okay, and then we have quite a few news about title matches in Taiwan. There are many matches happening there. So first of all, Zhonghuan Qiwang. This is a big competition. This is the title match is best of 7, and I believe pretty long time settings. Unfortunately, I don't have photos from Taiwanese tournaments. I cannot really reach. So if there is anyone who knows what websites do Taiwanese use to post their Go news, I would be really happy for your help. And this tournament, there is a game every Thursday and Monday, and so far 2 games were played. Xu Haohong is the highest rated Taiwanese player, but he's not 9-dan professional yet. Wang Yuanjun is probably a more experienced player, and the first game was won by Wang Yuanjun. This game started with this complicated Joseki. White hit this vital point of Black's shape, and then after a few moves, well, this was a really difficult game. I didn't understand it so well. You can see that Black is trying to create something in the center, but also Black is hoping for points on the upper side. So White obviously now went for some distraction of the upper side. But after some moves were played, Black just managed to secure all the points. Then there was one more interesting thing going on here, that Black dared to connect the stone. He got cut, but then the group lived anyway, and in the end Black was just ahead comfortably. But I believe that even more exciting was the second game played by these 2 gentlemen. Then Xu Haohong was Black, and the game started with this wall from Sansan Invasion being attacked, and the wall was attacked pretty strongly. In the end, White lived, but Black got really a lot, and this ladder works. But then White didn't really rush to playing, to finding some ladder breaker. He waited a bit, and at one point, how was it? White just managed to get that ladder breaker somehow and went out. But then Black was making a big formation on the right side, and then many swings started happening. So first of all, White was trying to manage the group on the right side, and it finished with a ko, and that ko was super complicated. In the end, Black managed to capture the 3 stones of White, and White won the ko. And what more? Then Black was breaking the upper side of White, and then another ko happened, which Black won. In the end, Black was ahead. In the end, Black was ahead by 1.5, and this is also amazing in these top level games that after so many swings, it can still be such a close game. Then another title match, which is happening in Taiwan these days, is the Guoshou final. Guoshou means the national player. So who will be the national player? It seems that Xu Haohong has a chance to, I think, to keep this title. I am not sure at the moment if he... no. maybe Chen Qirui is the title holder and Xu Haohong is challenging him. Anyway, this is a best of 5 match, 1 game every Tuesday, and right now Xu Haohong takes the lead. In this game, it started with this very funny Joseki where white just sacrifices the stone which got cut. And then another fight started when white was trying to harass the shape of black. Black didn't want to just let white connect his stones, so he went into a fight, and wait, it became a very complicated running fight. And I think maybe the highlight of this match is what black did in the very end of the game. So you can see that white could think that, oh, in the upper left corner he has quite many points, but then black finds this amazing move and that one, and white, it's difficult for white to resist. If white just goes down, probably, well, black will not be locally alive, but black will have many liberties and maybe white will die on the outside. White went for this variation, started the ko, but then black just ignored the ko threat because he could, right? Here, the dragon on the right side can cut off the 3 stones of white, and black is safe. So black won this game pretty decisively. Another title is Zhonghuan Qisheng. This is Xu Haohong playing Lin Junyan. We already remember we were keeping track of their matches when they played in the Mingren, the first Mingren final, and there Lin Junyan managed to win 4-2. And here it is already 1-1, and the final game will be played on Friday. And in the second game, I don't remember how was it. So Xu Haohong was playing white, and the game started with this cool attachment, the AI era attachment, and then black was creating a moyo. White went out with this group, but then black was creating a big moyo on the upper side. And I think the most amazing moment of this game is when white plays this move, maybe hoping a bit that black will go like this, and then the moyo is destroyed. But of course black tries to resist, and he resists with this. Oof, should we call it a shoulder hit? Difficult to say. After some moves were played, white managed to live big scale, but black got really a lot on the outside. And then white decided to just sacrifice a few stones and get something on the left side. But then I don't know. Maybe white was a bit too rushing in this, too much rushing in this game. Here white cut black, but maybe white saw that he's not ahead anymore if he just lets black play such a double hane. But then black created a group, and well, how did it go? Black just created a group, and later white's corner was in a big trouble. So it wasn't really that white was killing black. In the end, well, it looks like white's corner died. Okay, I believe it is some ko for sure. There might be some ko. You can read this capturing race yourself if you're interested, but ko seems not good for white. Wait, white has also ko threads on the upper side, so I think this is an interesting position to study. Okay, one more title match is UMC Cup. This is the first edition of this tournament, and it is best of 3. Wang Yuanjun versus Lin Junyan. So it seems that Wang Yuanjun, Lin Junyan, and Xu Haohong are the Taiwanese players who are doing best this year. And in this tournament, there is a game every Saturday, and this game was it was a long and difficult game. Wait, is it? It is not this game. It is this game. It started with the running fight, and a running fight which was pretty difficult to follow, to understand. In general, Black's goal was to never get surrounded with any of his groups, and after the situation stabilized, Black got quite some points, but White had some thickness, and then there was a long endgame, which eventually finished with Black winning by half a point. Alright, so that's it about Taiwanese news. Let's move to Europe. So first of all, there is the European Pro League. Not starting. It was starting last weekend. Now it is already the second weekend it is happening. This is a league where 6 of the European professionals take part. They play each against each. First place is 650 euro, second 350. So it's a prestigious tournament. Each match is best of 3. This weekend, both Artem and Pavel won their matches 2-0. And by the way, this league is very interesting for the public because each of the games is commented on Twitch of European Go Federation. So just visit that website, Twitch TV/European Go Federation, and you can see the reviews of the professionals who are not playing in the match, commenting on the games. And also because of that, because it is for public, it also has the crowdfunding campaign to make this league even more prestigious and attractive. So also visit patreon.com/EPGL. The third round of Pandanet European Team Championship happened this week. For now, only Ukraine is the team with no loss. But, well, there are still many games to come, so we will see who in the end will be in the top 4, who will play the finals right before the EGC in Kamieniec-Podilski. Then the final stage of European Women Championship. The group stage is finished, and now it started with quarterfinals. In the quarterfinals, there were 4 girls from Russia, and there was one Russian fight, Natalia Kovalyova versus Virginia Shalnieva. And in the semifinals, there is one semifinal of 2 German players and one semifinal of 2 Russian players. So for sure, the final will be German-Russian. And I think a bit of a surprise was the win of Isabel Donle, who is an 18 years old young new talent from Germany. She played Elvina Kalsberg, who won her group, and Isabel won. Natalia Kovalyova is a very experienced participant of this competition. She won it 4 times. Mania Martz won the European Women Championship once. Then Dina Burdakova is maybe the strongest Russian woman, but won this competition also just once. So yeah, we have really interesting games to come. Then, what more? The European Youth Team Championship. This is a competition happening on KGS, 1 match per month, I believe. And in the second round, there was an interesting match, Russia versus Ukraine, very strong teams. Russia won 3-2, and then France-Germany. France managed this time. And European Youth Team Championship, it is already the 7th edition, I believe, and the first 5 editions were won by Russian team, and then the 6th edition was won by the German team. Let's see how it goes this time, but for now the teams with no loss are for sure Russia, Hungary, I don't remember. I don't remember. For sure Romania also, and then there should also be the 4th team. Check the website on eurogofed.org. There is the special place for this competition. Let's move to the interviews. So first interview we have about EGF news, and this is a very interesting one because it is with Dabe de Vos from Netherlands. He will talk about the change of the rating system. I will not introduce more. Dave will say himself.
Hello, everybody. Today I'm talking to Dave de Vos. He is a Dun player from the Netherlands. Hello, Dave.
Hi, Manja.
So we want to talk about the rating system of the European Go Federation, the European Go database behind. It is actually a very good one, but it is not perfect. It has been invented in 1996 and used since 2000 for EGF, and it was back then made by Alice Shipley. Now we used it for 20 years and people saw a lot that there could be changes, there could be improvements. And that's why a group of people came together to work on it. And one of the main experts in that group was actually Dave. So maybe Dave, can you tell us who was in the last months thinking about it and in that group?
Yes, well, for 1.5 years already we are busy. Toby Manning was chairman from the BGA. Also, Jeff Kanyuk was involved in the PGA. Michael Silke from Belgium, Willem Müller from Germany, me, and Alice Chipley, creator of the system.
Oh, that's great that he was also there. So now the more important question, what will change?
I think the most important change is that a lower limit of the rating system will be lowered from 20Q to 30Q. To allow more beginners in the rating system. Also, there is a feeling that there's slow deflation. We need to fix something there to prevent a growing.
Actually, this is really a topic. I heard about that. I heard that the European system might be meanwhile the really strongest ones, which means if a freedom from Europe meets a freedom from wherever in the world, then it is actually likely that the European is winning because we have such a strong rating. Yeah. Yes. So this feeling of deflation has been debated very often. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And a 3 down 20 years ago and a 3 down now, maybe there's a growing gap. We want to fix it a little bit.
Yes.
Correct.
And what other changes will we have?
So for we changed the lower limit, and for this slow deflation, there will be something changed to the bonuses and to the win rate prediction. The system, the calculation of rating updates, and there will be also a new feature. Downward rating resets for players who haven't played for a long time and return to tournament play and know that they have declined a lot. But those are the biggest changes. There's also a minor change of the rating oscillation. It's huge.
And is there something where I can read what you have changed?
Yes, the latest combination of parameters. You can see the result at goratings.eu.
Okay.
All the rating histories are recalculated with the new parameters, and there you can see the effect.
Wait, what does it mean for myself? If you introduce that at the beginning of next year, would it mean that my rating probably goes up and I'm just suddenly overnight 1 dan stronger?
Well, you are 4 dan, I think. So for down players, most down players will have their rating go up by about half a dan.
That is good news. Wow, I like it. And for Q players, it must be a little bit more, probably, right?
Yes. I think 1 rank for single-digit Q, maybe a bit more for double-digit Qs.
That is actually brilliant news and a very good New Year present for everybody in Europe, I guess. Okay, and I actually also heard that now it is also possible that the tournaments, so tournaments played online, that they can actually also be submitted, although not all of the people participate are members of one of the EGF member states. I heard about that. I think this has nothing directly to do with your commission, but I think it's also interesting to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a later, a more recent proposal that we didn't discuss in the commission.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's good, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm very happy. Thank all of you for your great work. We are all looking forward and let's see how it will work. So thank you very much also for the interview, Dave, and have a very nice evening.
Thank you. Same to you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you for the explanations. So it seems that on January or February, the new system will be introduced and we will get more rating points. And like this, it will be more just. And let's move to the Tsumego section. So one important announcement is that Jan Opawski in the double-digit Q section is close to getting 75 points. And 75 points, when you get it, you get a prize. So if next week Jan manages to solve all the problems correctly, he will be the first winner. Congratulations. Then in the single-digit Q section, Daniel Dobry-Doriano is also close, but not possible next week. And I think this week's single-digit Q problems were super sneaky. Just look at them. The first one is sneaky. The second one was solved correctly only by one participant. And the third one is also like, what is this? Unfortunately, there were no solutions by Dan players this time. I hope that Dan players will also solve the problems because, 75 points and you can get a nice prize from our team. These are new problems, so do your best. And the last thing we have for today, or maybe almost the last thing, is the interview with the organizer of the End Polio Now tournament. You can see the announcement about this tournament each time before and after our stream, and now we will finally learn what this tournament is about and why we should all join it. So Mark will introduce Professor Mark Rieger.
Hello everybody, welcome to our show today. Today I'm talking to Mark Rieger. He is actually the tournament director of a very special tournament which starts in January. It will be an online tournament and it's called End Polio Now tournament. Can you tell us more about it, Mark?
Yeah, so the tournament is special in two ways. First way is that we don't only play Go, but we actually do it for a good purpose. Because all the starting money that all the tournament fees go directly to the End Polio Now initiative and help to extinguish polio, so a disease that you all know and is kind of very, very bad and fortunately already extinct in most parts of the world. And now for the last effort to really make it go for good, there's an initiative that collects money and pursues this goal.
So it means also that there's no prize money, and if you win 4 or 5 games, then you will not get a prize this time?
But you will, because we have nice sponsors who sponsor some prizes. So they support this initiative in this way. The sponsors are Rotary, the Confucius Institute Trier, and also Matthäus Surma with his Go School and Guo with her Go School. And so you have nice chances to win prizes for 4 or 5 wins. And actually we will also have some prizes where everybody has a chance to win. And we have prizes for the best players in the tournament. And finally, and that's the second specialty about this tournament, there will also be a city challenge. If you have a city team, then you can win a prize there as well.
Okay, so how much would it cost, or how much can I donate?
Well, you can obviously donate as much as you would like to donate. So if you are below 16 years, then actually you don't have to donate at all because, well, kids are for free, simply. But everybody else should donate, well, we recommend €25. If you don't have that much money, minimum amount is €10. But you can also become silver supporter for €40 or gold supporter for €100. And I'm very happy that we have already a couple of gold supporters who will also get some nice present from us.
And how and where can I participate, or register?
Well, registration is very easy on the webpage of the German Go Association, who also supports our tournament. We have set up all the information in English, German, Japanese, Chinese, and Esperanto. And then you can read and get all the informations, all the details, and then go to the registration page, fill in the form, transfer the money, and then join in the fun starting in January.
And we from GoTV News, we also decided to support it a little bit. So if you at home want to participate, then you could additionally send us an email and participate at our lottery. And if you are chosen in the lottery, then you can win what, Mark?
Yeah, for the winner of the lottery, we give a very special prize, a bottle of Mosel Riesling wine, and not only some wine, but actually the wine of the vineyard of the University of Trier. So something really unique.
And it will be sent to you at home.
That's right.
So thank you very much, Mark. Let's hope that a lot of people will participate and we can do a lot against polio. Thank you a lot. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you, Mark. And by the way, we will have tombola next week for the participants of this tournament. Already for some time we haven't had tombolas, and now we will. So if you take part in the End Polio Now, then please write us an email and you can get, as a prize, you can get a wine. So for sure it's worth it. And then, as the last thing is, of course, the Go piece of the week. This is a pretty nice Christmas Go piece of the week. Christmas cookies. I think they're called gingerbread cookies. So I hope they inspire all of you to make your Christmas a bit filled with Go. Also, in the Christmas period, you can join the JIGS online camp. We already advertised, and I think the registration is open until tomorrow, right? So the last day, please join. Get nice Go teaching in this period. As always, I ask you to write us emails about any ideas, what you want to have here to see in these news episodes. And for now, this is it. See you next time, next Monday. Bye bye.